going to get live. Welcome. This is what we read yesterday. Bhagavad Geeta, 12th chapter, 12th stanza. And in this, it was that practice is very good. Like whatever we practice, we do the things. But knowledge is better than that. So obviously, the practice with knowledge is better. There is no doubt. Meditation is even better than that. That is the way to acquire true knowledge. Is meditate means concentrate on that, drawing your senses and contemplating on one topic. That is meditation. And after the practice with knowledge and meditation, when we get some fruit, because its fruit comes from the universe, from the world, from the people around us, from the creatures around us. So, after this is our achievement, having meditated on knowledge and doing practice, but that fruit we get, enough is to have knowledge, meditation, and practice. This is our achievement. You give the fruit away back to from where it has come. That was chapter 12 and 12th stanza. Today we are going to read 13th stanza. And in this Bhagavad Gita, which is Song of God in our scriptures, Indian Hindu scriptures, undesisting towards all creatures, friendly and also compassionate, free from I-ness, myness, equal in pain and pleasure, patient and forgiving. So this is like focusing on the qualities which a person should have. Like Bhagavad Gita tells us the way to live. And the way to a good and better and the best living is to acquire good qualities. So, it is like reading, we have to do what we are doing. We have to be like painters who paint a painting. And then we look back, okay, in this painting, I can improve it like this, more strokes. Then we go close and more, then we look again and we see make more strokes. So that is a constant improvement in the painting of our acts and life as we live. In this Sanskrit, it is Avdveshta Sarvabhutana Maitreya Karuna Avicha Nirmamo Nirahankar Sam Dukham Sukham Shami. So, in this now, we will find the meaning here is noble qualities are indicated in the verb stanza, which constitute this man of perfection, one who has realized that spirit everywhere is one and the same, and that spirit in all alone is his own self. That spirit which is in everyone is himself. Cannot therefore afford to hate anyone. Like it says, friendly, so and also compassionate. So you cannot hate a friend and when you are not compassionate. Because from his vision of understanding, there is no one who is other than him. No living man can afford to hate his own right hand or left hand because he is into, I am in this too, and this hand too. Similarly, you are in all creatures. Nobody hates himself. So when you realize that you are one with all creatures of creation, so you do not hate that creation. His attitude to all living creatures will be friendly. Maitra means friendly. I found this word even in Eastern European old language when I was abroad. They used to even have some caste like Maitreya, Maitreya. So Maitreya is friendliness. Uh, and he is ever compassionate to all. Compassion means understanding the problems and pains and feelings of others, feeling those like empathy, like you get into someone's heart and mind and brain and body language to feel that person is feeling what the person is feeling. Especially compassion will come that when a person is in problem or pain or mental agony or torture, disturbed. So you have to be compassionate, not the person may be behaving in a wrong way, but you have to understand the problem of that person, not to get angry with that person. If a person is disturbed or something, you have to be compassionate. He offers security of life to all beings. So, like this was that friendly and also compassionate, free from I-ness and minus that we have discussed. I-ness and minus, not I-ness or minus, but in everyone. And friendly and compassion, equal in pain and pleasure, patient and forgiving. So even minded in pain and pleasure. So pain and pleasure, sadness and happiness, difficulties and good times, uh, opportunities and adversities. So these things are a part of life. Actually, all adversities, pains, losses, they are like sometimes they are that they have to happen. They have to happen, and only thing you can come stronger through that. And if somebody in the joy mood, in the celebrations of one gets, then and celebration goes on and on, one may fall down, one may lose his basic character of working hard, through which he has gained and is celebrating. So that's, I think, it is basically already clear to most of the people. Only question is to repeat it in your minds, and when you get an opportunity to uh, gain, don't get flown away. You it should not take you away. It should be come to you, not swipe you away. And you means everyone. His bodily in himself. Always content, he discovers a flawless, infinite joy in himself. That's wonderful. Always content with what you have. That is acceptance. What a person has. Everybody doesn't have everything at all times. So at times one may have this thing, at time one may have that thing. Whatever he has with the will of the creation, of the creator of this universe, of his own efforts, he should be accepting and satisfied with that. That alone uh, means uh, it will lead to a flawless, infinite joy. Infinite means endless. There is no, you cannot quantify it. So many kilograms or tons or whatever weighing measure you may employ, uh, it's infinite. You cannot count that joy in himself. Well, whether he obtains even the means of his body's sustenance or not. So even if he is not able to obtain means get things which are important to sustain his body, means like water, enough food, enough clothing, uh, these are basic things and all other things. So even they are not enough, and it happens with most of the people. And at time it is the one which makes you struggle and achieve things. And these later on you find that these times and situations were the gifts of God. I mean, if I look back to my life, when one struggles by honest hard work and doesn't get enough to sustain, and you don't want to be a uh, you know uh, begging from someone or asking someone, maybe where maybe even parents or relatives, but you get whatever that situation you get through your honest hard work may not be enough. But those things later on, the brightest times in your life, when you look back, those were the days the God gave us that strength to and increased our strength. Because if you have to do so, like this thing, the way of life is that at that time it's encouraging a person. At that time, do not get disturbed, disheartened, and fail yourself. Go ahead, keep going. That's what the scripture, Bhagavad Gita, the song of God, is telling us, that in adverse circumstances, which are a part of life, if you keep going, that's the way. That's the way. And later on, you will find this. You will find this was the one of the best times you had in your life. Take it for sure. From my personal experiences, have your own experiences. Look back to your experiences. Uh, Now, even means of bodily sustenance or not, steady fast in his meditation. Again, steady fast means like when we start meditation, for example, now what I have read and I am reading, I meditate. Then I have to cut down the uh, thoughts of past and future and surroundings and present. Just this thing. And for a long time, I have to study fast. We study, like stand still, like one can order oneself. Okay, statue, focus, self controlled, study fast in meditation, control oneself. When we control our action, like I'm a surgeon, so my actions have to be controlled. A singer, a dancer, their action has to be controlled. A writer, a sculptor, anyone, a fighter. So self control is the basic to achievement, and firm in his resolve. So one has to think, what is one's resolve? For one's resolve, and then to firmly remain firm on this. I will repeat: undetesting towards all creatures, friendly and also compassionate, free from I-ness and myness. Like I may say, this book This scripture is mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. This, it was there. It will be there. It belongs to everyone. Similarly, anything. It was never with me. It will never be with me. Equal in pain and pleasure, patient and forgiving. Forgiving. So before we close this, forgiving is very, very important to keep the relations with yourself. One has to forgive oneself because oneself, a person finds something, okay, I would have done this, done that. Okay. Once you realize, forgive yourself. Similarly, the nears and dear, you have expectations, or sometimes they may not behave with you as you wish to be. Immediately forgive them. Forgive them. Don't you make up your mind, forgiving mind. Make it a practice in your mind. I think I am telling myself that before a bad reaction through me, forgiveness should come before a bad reaction towards by me. Okay, forgive, forget this. Forgive, forget this. For this is I love, and this is as if I am saying to myself, the other person is not hurting me, it's me. It's me because I will react in a bad way. So forgive, forgive, forgive. Now I'll meditate on forgiveness and I will stop here. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again. Thank you. Take care. Remain home. Remain safe. The only way to defeat this coronavirus, which are actually seen with electron microscope, they are naked RNA, but are like roaming our streets like hungry dinosaurs. So remain inside your home, remain safe. God be with you.